St. Matthew in the Scriptures, other than the fact that he's listed a few times when the disciples' presence at certain events is recorded. Even the early church doesn't have much to tell us in tradition about what Matthew did after Pentecost when the disciples dispersed, other than that he was a missionary in Judea and the surrounding areas, and eventually he was martyred. Of course, the greatest contribution of Matthew to Christians throughout the ages has been the gospel which bears his name. And so we might at first find it a little odd that so little autobiographical material is found in Matthew's gospel, other than this one story that we have today. But I think one possible explanation for that is this. Matthew's passion, obviously, was the gospel of Jesus Christ. And when it came to telling his own story, the only relevant details were his encounter with the gospel of Jesus Christ. We learn in this story that Matthew was a sinner, and not just any kind of sinner, but a notorious sinner, one who would have been an outcast, hated and reviled by his community, a tax collector, a collaborator with the Roman occupiers, and one whose living was built on the extortion of his friends and neighbors. Of course, until he encounters Jesus. Until Jesus encounters him there at the tax booth. Jesus says, "Follow me." And Matthew gets up and follows him. And the first thing that Matthew does in his new life is act as an evangelist, one who spreads the gospel. He has had this powerful encounter with Jesus, and he wants to make sure that others have it as well. And so he invites Jesus and all of his friends to a banquet. And there Jesus eats with the tax collectors and the other disreputable types that would have hung around with tax collectors. Matthew wants to be sure that these people closest to him also have a chance to encounter Jesus. They also have a chance to encounter the physician who can make them well from their deepest sickness. The one who has come not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. And of course we cannot forget that none are righteous. We are all sinners. We see Matthew's passion for the gospel right here in this short story, that he leaves us his own account of his own conversion. It begins with him announcing the gospel to others. And we can trust that however his life went beyond that, it was founded on announcing the gospel of Jesus Christ to everyone he encountered. So much so that he has left us in the account of Jesus' life attributed to him an announcement of the gospel that has brought countless millions into an encounter with Jesus. Brought countless sick to the physician of their souls and called countless sinners to repentance. May each and every one of us be inspired to live